Fox News alert: ISIS fighters are back inside the historic Syrian city of Palmyra after a 3-day blitz. The re-entry coming nearly a year after troops drove the militants out of the former ISIS stronghold. In the meantime, thousands of Syrians are fleeing the devastated city of Aleppo. John Huddy has the latest from our Middle East Bureau. John.
Well, Greg, as ISIS militants once again storm a city in Syria after being pushed out of that city 9 months ago, Defense Secretary Ash Carter announced today that 200 additional U.S. troops will join 300 special operation troops already on the ground in Syria, helping in the fight against ISIS. Defense Secretary Carter made the announcement today in Bahrain as part of his final Middle East trip. The additional troops will add to those already training, advising, and equipping both Syrian and Kurdish forces fighting ISIS and now gearing up to try to retake Raqqa, ISIS's de facto capital in Syria. And as they do, there are reports that ISIS militants have re-entered the ancient city of Palmyra after a 3-day assault, 9 months after Syria's military, backed by Russian airstrikes, pushed them out. Now, this is the country's vicious and bloody civil war also continues along with the humanitarian crisis, with thousands of people desperately trying to escape the horror in eastern Aleppo. Russia's defense ministry released aerial footage of, it says, 20,000 people fleeing eastern Aleppo today. And the defense ministry spokesman said Syria's military halted its operations to allow people to escape.
After civilians leave, the liberation of the eastern part of the city by the Syrian army will continue. The militants will be pushed away or eliminated.
Secretary of State John Kerry met with Arab and European foreign officials in Paris to discuss the crisis with Syrian opposition leaders and, in particular, the withdrawal of opposition forces.
Russia and Assad have a moment here where they are obviously in a dominant position. They have an ability to be able to show a little grace.
Syria's military says that it now controls 93% of eastern Aleppo. And Secretary Kerry said that even if Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's regime retakes eastern Aleppo, it will still not end the vicious and horrific civil war. Greg?
John Huddy in the Middle East. John, thanks.